Hi guys, well it's time for another game night. Let's have some fun, shall we? And I'll get all my crazy comments ready.
Hi guys, so I'm wearing the same outfit as I was wearing last night because I have a lazy day. Tonight we are going to play the couples. And it says at the back, what's more romantic than being understood? That's so true.
I can tell a woman came up with that statement. I don't understand it.
See, heart. So that we're doing the level 1 perception.
Perception.
Can you open?
Life is all about perception.
Is it?
Yeah, I think it is.
Why?
Because how you perceive something. You can say, okay, I'm rich or I'm poor, depending on how you look at a situation. Yeah. Mind over matter.
So explain what is mind over matter.
Thinking your way through a situation, realizing you have more than what you realize. You're capable of more than what you have today. You know, not saying, oh, just because so and so's happened, I'm useless, I'm terrible, blah blah blah. You know, just think, okay, I'm gonna make tomorrow just a little bit better than today. Perception. You're perceiving things that are gonna be better tomorrow, and hopefully they are. Hopefully all the rain goes away.
Okay, so we are going to start and we are going to do about maybe 10 questions, 10 cards or 15 cards, depending how long this video is gonna end up. So this is the We're Not Really Strangers Couples Edition, and this is the first question. So, what's my coffee order? Get specific. Be specific.
Starbucks mocha cookie crumble.
No, I haven't.
What?
I haven't ordered that in a while.
What you ordered first mocha cookie crumble? What you ordered last time?
Salted caramel,
Macchiato,
macchiato, strato, frappuccino.
I'm glad you can say all that.
What?
I say vanilla latte, it's easy, or vanilla lace. If it doesn't come out in time, I'll be late for work.
Yeah, he's always the vanilla latte type of
Vanilla
a person.
latte. Even though some of them say that make vanilla lattes anymore, these make coffee, put vanilla in it, it's vanilla latte.
Second question. What did you think my type was before we met?
I go in to every date with a blank slate. I'm like, well, we'll see how this goes. And to be honest, I was at that point right then where I've just been on so many dates. I was like, oh, we'll see how it goes. And I wasn't going to classify you on a particular type.
But when we agreed to meet,
Mm-hmm.
we agreed to meet just as friends. We weren't
Yeah,
meeting.
I changed all that.
Yeah, you said it was a friend dinner get together.
There's no such thing as a friend get together. Okay, you're not a couple of well, if you are a couple of same sex, it's good for you. But you know what? If you're meeting someone you're attracted to, it's not a friend get together.
But we weren't attracted to each other.
Oh, we were. I was.
But you didn't tell me.
No.
You're cheating. You didn't tell me.
Okay, what's this?
What did my friend group reveal to you about me? Did a lot of...
Well, the original friend group, like Rihanna and...
What did they reveal? I mean, did they talk to you?
No, they didn't talk to me that much, and they were completely opposite to you because they're all crazy and drink all the time and party animals, and you were the opposite. But then they were all work related, so I figured you spend a lot of time at work. You know, because all your friends were work related.
Yeah.
back then. It's changed now. You know, I don't think any of our friends are work related anymore.
No. But when you met Lalabs, what did they reveal?
I don't really know. Yeah.
Why?
He just, I don't know, he just accepted them right away and didn't really reveal anything. You know, he just accepted them as friends right away because he didn't really have any friends. I didn't really have any friends at that time, so.
No, like
But they didn't reveal anything about you, really. You know?
I should have revealed to you that I choose my friends carefully because it's not like I have a huge group of people. It's like I'm okay being alone rather than be surrounded by fake people.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to go. Is fake people are gonna stab you in the back, basically. You know, but always be keep good people in your inner circle, shall we say?
Yeah. I never really met any of your friends in England. I guess they were too far away, like Ian.
Yeah, I haven't seen Ian since I was in secondary school, so
Okay. Here is a wild card. I'm not quite sure what that means.
Oh, sure.
Maintain. That's nothing. Okay. Here is another wild card. Draw your partner the best. No.
No, I'm not gonna draw pictures. This is kindergarten class.
Okay, here is a question, a real question. Describe the first time we met through your perspective in detail.
I arrived at the restaurant early because I'm always a gentleman. I always arrive early for the date so I can go to the bathroom and be prepared and everything. And somebody was like 45 minutes late past the time. So I was there 15, 20 minutes early or something. She was there 45 minutes late. I'm stuck at Olive Garden. I'm listening to this stupid, fake Italian music that Olive Garden plays. I'm sitting there, I'm trying to say, well, whatever, listen to whatever the fake music is at Olive Garden, waiting for it to show up. And then when she crossed, she was the only Filipino there. So when I saw a Filipino, I was like, okay, that must be her. Yeah.
What's your perspective?
I said, well, she looks nice. She looks decent. I'll see how this goes.
I was in shock because you came right, like, it's like as soon as you saw me, you came towards me and you hugged me. And I was like, is that supposed to happen?
Because the guy's supposed to be open with the feelings. I've been on dates before, and I spoke to the woman a few weeks later, and she was like, "Well, I didn't know what your feelings were for me," and you want this complete mystery where you don't know each other's feelings. You want to be open with your feelings on a date. Don't put up these walls and don't express your feelings. Express your feelings. If you like the person, give them a hug. If you don't like the person, don't give them a hug. Don't give them a kiss on the lips when you first meet them. It's a little weird, but
Yeah, that
has happened to me, but I don't think it's right.
Oh.
I won't mention any names on that one.
Okay. Here we
Not many
go.
choices.
What would I most likely be fired for? I got fired because you had
taking time off for family, putting family first.
Yeah, because he had a mini stroke. He was having a mini stroke. He was driving to the hospital. And I told my manager I have to go because my husband's having a stroke. And they made me choose. Are you going to go? If you go, you're going to get fired. And I'm like, okay, well. So what?
Yeah, I don't know what I know. I would probably get fired for hacking around with computers at work, and that's my job. So as long as I report it when I do it, like I did this week, then that's okay. So as part of my job is to break things and tell them how I broke them, so they can fix them before other people see them. So.
Well, you break a lot of things in the house too.
Yeah.
Okay, and this is the 5th question. What do I dislike that most people love?
Most people love.
What do you dislike that most people love? I would say partying.
Yeah. Kind of. I would say the same thing. Partying is kind of. I think. What am I going to get out of this? Is it going to make my relationship better? Is it going to make my job better? Am I going to learn something? Am I going to build something? If the answer is no to all of these, why am I going to sit around with a beer can watching or partying or something? I guess it may grow my social network a little bit, but partying, I don't see any benefit to partying. Most people do it.
Yeah. Sixth question. What do I love that most people
That's the last question.
dislike? Was that one?
Mm-hmm.
What do I love that most people dislike? Staying around the house. Just being with family. Most people, I would say, dislike it if they are like extrovert. If people are introvert, they're like homebody. They prefer to just be in the house, be with family, then they don't care. But most people that I know love to party, love to go out with friends. They even go like getaway weekend, even though they're married. Remember, there's somebody that we know that she would go for like a weekend with friends, leave her kids and husband. Yeah, so I would say that. And I think it's not that they will dislike what you love the most, like the radio and stuff. It's just that they don't really understand it much.
I think that's the same with the thing that's one thing with like things like radio. You don't really understand it, or most people don't understand it or like it until they get into it, or they need it for something, maybe because like it's a natural disaster or something. Then so it's very unpopular these days, especially with all this instant communication and the cell phones and stuff. But then apparently a certain cell phone provider had a major outage today, so you always need a backup way to communicate.
Here is another question. How important do you think birthdays and holidays are to me, and explain?
Very, very important. Birthdays and holidays, I would say, very important to you. Even people who aren't with us anymore for various reasons, it's still an important date to remember the person. That's part of the culture.
I don't think that's important to you. I think you just let it go. It's like another day.
Yeah, it comes from spending a lot of time on my own. When you're on your own, completely on your own, birthdays and holidays kind of just, you get a day off work if it's a holiday, and that's about it. I've had so many holidays where I've just sat inside in a one-bedroom apartment. That and many birthdays where I just did nothing. It loses its appeal. I think for me anyway.
Seventh question. Who do you think was more nervous on our first date, and explain? I think that was you.
No, I couldn't give two hoots about dating at that point. I was like, you know what? I was about to quit dating for 6 months, 3 months, whatever. I was about to say, you know what? Because it was just, you could go on a date for a little bit, and she'd start getting flaky, and would come up with excuses. The dog's sick, the cat's sick. I take the goldfish to the vets, whatever, and then, either the date would go wrong, or just. I was at the point where I was like, I don't want to date anymore. So I wasn't nervous. I was like, without using harsh language, I was like, forget it. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And God was on my side that day, I guess. So I wasn't nervous. And don't be nervous on a date, guys.
Why?
Because there's billions of people on the planet, okay? You're not going to get through all those women, sorry. Same for guys, same for girls. You're not going to go through all the billions of guys on this planet, especially when everyone's connected through social media. Don't worry about it. I'm talking too fast, aren't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If our relationship was a Netflix series, what would it be called? What episode are we on?
Oh, wow. We're like really late. If you count, we're into season 3, I think I would say. At least. Maybe season 4. If you count season 1 as when we were dating, 2 when we got married, 3, 4. We're in season 4 or 5 right now, probably.
Well, I would say that the first season would be we met in the dating app.
Mm-hmm.
And we chatted for like 2 months, but then we went separate ways. So that's season 1. And then season 2 would be we met in person, we dated in person, got engaged and got married. Season 3 would be, I'd say, when we moved to Titusville,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and a lot of things happened.
The disaster season.
We got the church wedding. That would be season 3. And I think season 4 would be just, because we have a child that moved out, and then we have a child that went to the Marines. That would be like season 4 type thing, the COVID and all of that. Then season 5 would be what happened after that. I would say we're in season 6.
Yeah.
Season 6 is because there's just so many things that have happened. Like we lost a car, we got our power shut down, we got water shut down. There's just a lot of things that have happened. So I think season 6.
I would call it love through it all. Because through it all, no matter what we've been through, we've always loved each other at the end of the day.
Love through it all, or love is all that matters?
Same thing, really. Love through it all. So all the BS, we love each other.
Do you?
I love you.
No. So we have 8th question. What do you think my perfect date night would be? Describe in detail. I think your perfect night would be just going in the park, watch the sunset, eat at the park, that kind of thing. What do you think is my perfect date?
I would say I can take you to a nice restaurant, and then maybe go watch a movie after that, and then maybe
I miss bowling.
Bowling, yeah.
I haven't
I don't
done
see any
that.
bowling places near here. I haven't seen that really. Around here. But yeah. That was like our first date we went on bowling.
After dinner.
Yep. Because the trick, guys, you turn one date into 2 dates by asking her on the second date, why not on the first date and join the 2 dates together? So that's what I did. Is we went out to dinner. I was like, hey, let's go bowling after, and you join the 2 dates together. So it's 2 dates in one.
Okay, so here is the 9th. What was the first thing you noticed about me that wasn't physical?
It wasn't physical.
For me, it's like, oh my God, he's still here. That was the first thing
What
that
do you mean I'm still here?
when I was driving, like get in the car, like parking, and I looked and I saw you on the bench, and I was like, oh my God, he stood, like he's waited.
Yeah, gentleman always waits no matter how late the date is. Or if they don't show up, which happened to me years and years ago. First thing that wasn't physical. I don't know, you suck at bowling.
I did not suck at bowling. Well, the first thing when you first saw me, that was not.
It's like, oh, that's her. It was like, okay, that's her. Everything else is physical, really, because you're just, from a distance, just observing the person,
Mm. Okay, so here is the 9th. What was the first thing you noticed about me that wasn't physical?
For me, I'm still here.
Mm.
What else is physical?
Mm. What assumption did you make about me that turned out to be false?
Mm.
I don't think I have any. I thought you were like close to your kids, but you weren't.
Yeah, I don't think there was any assumptions I had. It was a long time ago now. So if I had any assumptions back then. No, not really. I went at that point. I was so sick of dating. I went there without any assumptions.
Mm. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how open do you feel I am with you, and explain?
10. You're always open. You always know where you stand with her, and that's a good thing, because you don't want in business or work or anything or friendships, you don't want someone who bottles stuff up, keeps it covertly, and then uses it against you or holds a grudge for the next 20 years. That's a bad thing. The people that are 1 on the scale that can never open up. It's better to be a 10, lay it all out, than be a 1 and.
You're not a 10 though.
I'm not 10. No.
You're probably like a 4-ish.
Yeah, I bottle things up, and I either let it go.
No, you don't really butter things up. But because when you speak, you say what you want. You're like a straightforward. You don't beat around the bush, but someone has to like knock in there and make you speak.
Yeah.
Because I'm naturally just vocal. I think throughout the years that I have with my family, I didn't have a voice. I couldn't speak up. I was just like, it was like a traditional authoritarian type of family I was in. It's like I couldn't speak what I have in mind.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't say what was going on with me because it's within the family. It's like I didn't feel like I was with the family kind of thing. It's like that. So throughout the years, when I was finally married, I told myself, I'm going to be vocal. I'm going to say what I want. I have to just say whatever. Because if I hold it in, it's not going to be like a real relationship. It's not going to be a true marriage because I'm not saying what I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
So after when I finally got out of my family's umbrella, I said, no, that's it. I'm done with being a doormat. I'm done not speaking up. I have to speak up. I have to say what I feel, whether it hurts the other person, whether the person is going to accept what I say. I don't care. I'm going to say it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wild card. Oh, no.
No. Too wild?
No.
Raccoon wild?
I don't know why we have this wild card. There's another wild card. So here's a question. Oh, what would a day of completely spoiling me look like?
That's
Every
the same
day.
as a nice date, really. Just lay in bed, watch TV, get a nice dinner, go out for a movie,
Well, you kind of make me do whatever I want.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, I want to go here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I want to do this. Okay. I don't want to do this. Okay.
That's just like a million miles away. I'm like, forget it, I won't drive that far.
Yeah, you do.
Mm.
You do. You did. You drove like 3 hours.
For what?
Yeah. Okay. Did you make any assumptions about me based on my age? If so, what were they? Well, you already said there was no assumption.
No assumptions, no.
No, for me, my assumption was because you're 10 years older than I am, you know more about relationship, you know more about marriage.
My assumption was, it didn't apply to her, is that most people at that age had already had one marriage and it had sunk for some reason. We never go into details, and this was the second go around. Most people, in fact, I think everybody I dated had previously been divorced. She was still originally single, but you know, everybody I dated before her was a divorcee because most people get married in their 20s and 25, and it tanks on them, and they have another go when they're in their 30s and 40s, you know. So.
What do you think I'm most sensitive to during a fight or disagreement? You are more sensitive when I speak about relationship, about like, I would say, I don't know. You cry a lot when we have disagreement. So, what about you?
I would say, you know, anything about family, I would say you're more sensitive about.
Yeah. Well, everybody should be. What celebrity couple are we most like? I don't even know any.
Celebrity couples these days, I don't know. The thing is with celebrity couples, they're always getting freaking divorced and cheating on each other and stuff. So it's probably not a good model.
I would say we are. Well, there is a celebrity couple, we're almost similar to.
I got it. Ozzy Osbourne and Sharon. Sharon!
I don't know. You guys. So, ito ang question namin sa inyo. Sino ang celebrity na mag-asawa ang tingin nyo ay parang kami? Yun. Sagutin nyo yun, guys. This is the last question that we are gonna have. So, answer that question and let us know kung ano yung opinion nyo, kung sino sa tingin ninyo ang sikat na artista or sikat na na mag-asawa ang parang kami. Yun. And this is the last question. If we weren't in a relationship, what pick-up line would you use with me?
Hey, sweetheart, how's the dried fish heads today?
Tuyo, really?
Hey, you want to come to Jollibee sometime?
Anyways, that's the last question, guys. Don't forget to
like, share, and subscribe.
That's it for tonight. Don't forget to answer. Give us your quick opinion.
Make it a decent celebrity couple, please. Not like some yahoos that are always cheating on each other and stuff. I don't know who doesn't.
Anyways, let us know kung sino sa tingin ninyo ang parang kami na celebrity couple. Thank you for watching!